Newman. Testifying as the Vice President of Policy and Engagement for the Family Freedom Project and himself testifying for the bill.
Chairman, members, thanks for having me. Thanks for hearing this bill. This is probably one of the simplest bills that you'll deal with in this committee, and I think it was laid out fairly clearly in the original layout of the bill. But the concept here is that, you know, in a CPS case, especially in situations where you have a lot of cases being handled by relatively few courts, you end up in situations pretty easily where the case can kind of get reduced more to paperwork, a little bit more to bureaucracy, and a little bit less on the interest of the children and the welfare of the children. And so in 2021, House Bill 567 added a requirement to the law that said that every 6 months at the permanency hearing, you have to send the child home unless there's a continuing danger in the home. And the idea there was to ensure that at least every 6 months we're coming back to this baseline where we're making the case about the welfare of the child. And the problem we're running into, as was mentioned earlier, is that the findings just aren't being made in many situations. And aside from the obvious problem of, you know, not actually sending the child home when there's no danger in the home, one of the problems that happens when you don't have the findings made on the record is that you can't challenge it at the appellate court. And so we've had multiple of these cases just within the last year or so where we got to the permanency hearing and we had the whole hearing, and then at the end of the hearing, no findings were made at all. Right? And it makes it extremely difficult to challenge it at the appellate court because the only way to challenge one of these orders is through mandamus, which is a higher standard of review than it is for a normal appeal. So all this bill does is it ensures that the findings that are supposed to have been made in the record already are actually being made, and that we know what the facts are that the court found that support those findings. And that ensures that the welfare of the child is the baseline at least every 6 months in the case, and also that you have something that can be reviewed on appeal should you need that. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
All right. Any questions of Mr. Newman, members? Not hearing any. Mr. Newman, thank you for being here, and thank you for your testimony. Chair calls Celia Wood. Ms. Wood testifying for herself and for the bill.
Good afternoon.
Is that correct?
My name is Cecilia Wood. I am an attorney licensed in the state of Texas since 1986, and I'm also a board-certified attorney since 1993. I'm testifying in favor of this bill. It is